What's going on, guys? My name is Matt and I am down here at High Life Auto in Fort Madison, Iowa. Guys, today I am doing a video test drive on this beautiful little girl. This is our 2010 Dodge Challenger. Guys, just a heads up on this one. These video test drives are not meant to tell you every little detail about the car. This is just supposed to tell you what we feel, smell, touch, think, and that kind of stuff. And so, again, we might miss some things. We're not mechanics. We're not going to be perfect by any means, but we're just going to tell you what we're feeling, smelling, trying to give you the best indication what it's like to be behind the driver's seat with not actually having to come down and do it yourself. So I'm going to flip you guys around. So this is our 2010 Dodge Challenger. The first thing I will say, guys, is this is rough, okay? It is on the rougher side of things, but the mechanics are all there. Overall, this car is all there. It runs, it drives, it's a really fun car. But it's got just a lot of little things which makes it a cheaper car. And some of you guys might be saying like, hey, the price tag's kind of high for you to be calling it a cheap car. But then I would just say, go look at comparative prices of other Challengers. And again, look at compared prices of the V8 Challengers, not the 6-cylinder Challengers. I don't even know why they made those. But look at the V8 Challengers, and this is probably by far one of the cheaper ones, and you'll understand why by the end of this video. First off, you know, like the bumper cover right here, it's been replaced, and it doesn't match exactly. I mean, it's close, but it doesn't match exactly. We put the wheels on. It came with some black wheels, and we put those chrome ones on. They are Challenger wheels, but they don't have the speed sensors in them. So the TPMS light is reading because I don't know. Usually, yeah, those got the rubber valve stem, so I'm guessing that those do not have the speed sensors in them. But if you get real close down here on like the hood and stuff, you can kind of see a little bit of hail damage on the hood. There's a little bit of like scratches and dings, like you're missing a little side marker there. And there's just a lot of little things like that. Like if you get up real close, you're going to see some scratches, you're going to see some dings, that kind of thing. But again, overall, 10 feet away, pretty nice car. But when you start getting real close, you start getting picky. This is not like a collector's edition or anything else. This is one that you can get out and drive and have some fun with. And you're not too worried about tearing it up. If you go through a rainstorm, you hit something, you scratch it. You know, it's not like it's the end of the world in this car. You get some of those, you know, nice ones, $40,000, $60,000 Challengers. It's a little bit of a different story. Again, what makes this one kind of cool too, this is the very first Hemi car that I have owned that has a 6-speed manual transmission. I'm going to go ahead and get you on the inside and let you, I guess first I'll pop the hood while I'm out here. And then we'll get on the inside, show you the Hemi. It's just the stock Hemi, as far as just the 5.7. It's not the souped up one or anything. Really the only aftermarket thing I'm seeing here is just got that cold air intake, but past that it looks just pretty much stock. They haven't really done anything messing with it on the inside here. Just looks pretty basic 5.7 Hemi. Sounds great, and like I said, motor and transmission on this thing 100% a-okay. It's just all the little cosmetic things that are kind of dragging this car down. Cloth interior, you got a rip on the driver's seat right there. But past that, I mean, the interior is a little dirty, but it's all there. It's not all stained up or anything. I mean, sorry, it does have stains on it. It's not all ripped up and torn up. It's just dirty. All right, let's get in here and take a look. We just got the radio replaced. Came in without a radio. Do got to clean that off, which it does look like it'll clean up. Again, we just put it in. It does work, but it does need cleaned there. All right, let's go ahead. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start this thing up. And we'll start testing things out. Wipers, they're working. Driver's side window works. Passenger side window works. The air conditioning is cold. Now, I was looking, when it first came in, it does look like they disconnected the heater core on this one. And this car came from Texas, so I don't know if that was done just because it's Texas, they don't really need the heat, or if there's an issue with the heater core. I'm not really 100% sure there, but the air is cold, so you do got cold AC. You got like your lights there are a little messed up. Your sun visor here is a little messed up. It's being held up by like your rearview mirror there. It's just this like a little bushing piece right in here that's not there. We are looking at getting another one. I just haven't been able to find that part yet, so we're trying to see if we can find that. Okay, so air is cold. Gonna go ahead and turn that off. Now, looking at the dash, we have some dash lights on that I'm still trying to figure out. You have your traction control, your ESP, and then over here you have your brake light, ABS light, check engine light, and TPMS light. The ESP, the traction control, the ABS, and the brake light are all connected. And what it's doing is it's reading that there's no speed sensors working. And what it causes it to randomly have the speedometer not work intermittently, then, you know, I can be going down the road 60 miles an hour and I'll shut the car off, wait a second, flip it back on. With the manual transmission, you don't even have to use the starter, you just let out on the clutch, and the speed sensors are working and the speed's working. So I don't know what's going on. I lifted the car, all the speed sensors are connected, the plugs look right, everything looks good. So I'm not really sure what's going on there, but it is something with the speed sensors. The engine light, let me see, I got my scanner here with me, so let me see if I can find out what's going on with that. You do have the navigation with this system. I haven't done too much on why or if it's all working, but we can check that out here real quick while I'm getting the okay, the map is showing, so I would assume that means that's all working. Okay, so the this is the check engine light, and it's just saying your implausible left wheel distance signal received, and I don't know what that means. Yeah, I'm kind of clueless. And what's weird about this is I just cleared the codes before this test drive to see which new ones came up, and these came up without even moving the car. So I don't know how we're getting those kind of things to go on. But like when you push the light, the ESP light, just nothing changes. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and take this thing for a drive. It does have the Hurst shifter, as you see down there, and it's 6-speed manual transmission. You pretty much shift through all the gears like normal. And then 6th gear, you just kind of go over just a little bit. It's kind of hard to find. And then if you want reverse, it's all the way over and up is reverse. So this thing definitely gets it. It definitely has some speed. So we're gonna see if I can get you guys to where you can actually see. And we're gonna go for a drive here. It's always fun doing these video test drives with a manual transmission car. So if I drop you guys, I'll try to pick you up as soon as I can, but it is what it is. All right, clutch feels good on this thing. Man, this thing's fun. So easy to spin tires and just, man, this thing gets it. All right, I'm in 4th gear already. No clue how fast we're going because the speedometer is not working currently. 5th gear. Now the cruise will work when you are when the speed is working. So if the speedometer is working, the cruise will work. If the speedometer quits working, then the cruise will quit working. So when I get up here on the flat up the hill here, I'm going to see if I can shut it off and turn it back on and see if those speed sensors start working. It was doing it for me the other night, but who knows if it'll do it this time or not. We'll see. So we're cruising right here, nothing's working. Shut her down, turn her back on, let out on the clutch. Hey, look at that. The speedometer is working. Oh, and I just died on us. So you guys see what's going on here. It's just, for whatever reason, it just does not want to constantly work, and it's reading that the reason for that is the speed sensors. And again, like I said, I have no clue what's going on with the speed sensors, but they are just not reading right. It's something with an implausible something. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get turned around here and go back down. I don't think so I'm gonna get off here. But guys, this car, like I said, it is kind of on the rougher side of things for a Challenger. Someone definitely didn't put this in their garage and try to take super good care of this thing. But mechanically, I think they did. Mechanically, the oil, when it came in, this car was a repossession, and so someone got it taken away from them. But what's odd is usually when we see repossessions go through the auction, they are like fluids are almost empty or way overfilled, or they're black as can be and just not been changed in forever. What's kind of cool about this Challenger is the oil was recently changed. All the fluids looked really, really good. It looked like whoever owned it, they cared about the performance, they cared about the engine transmission, but past that, they had some fun with it. So the only other thing I really gotta say, guys, is the clutch. I was mentioning earlier, it does feel really good, but I've talked to several of the owners that have drove these cars before, and it's normal that you have to let out like all the way on the clutch, and so it's just weird to me. But the clutch does feel good and tight. This thing will spin tires and drift as much as you want to go. I mean, it will literally just do circles if you hold down the gas pedal. This thing is absolutely awesome. So I'm going to get off here, guys. If you have any other questions, go to our website, send us a message, call us. We're down here at 519 2nd Street in Fort Madison, Iowa, or you can go to our website at www.highlifeauto.com. Thanks for watching, guys.